Next up, though, Drew, we should talk Tanner Walsh and Randy Braun.
Yeah, two Southern Minnesota guys. Tanner, I'm sure you know a lot about, being outside of the Mankato MMA club under Justin Kratzky. Also spent some time at the Get Some compound.
He's, I wouldn't say he's more of a striker, but he's got some wrestling too. He's a guy that I know they're very high on right now because he really, really worked hard for this one, more so than any of his other fights. He was more focused, and he's got a great training partner now in Luke Rudberg, who's also his best friend, and he's on the card as well.
Yep.
Tanner, the 10-man wall.
Tanner most recently saw action back in March on a Triller Promotion show, losing a unanimous decision to Lydell Miller. That fight was actually a lot closer than what we thought the judges' scorecards were.
And was it unanimous? For some reason, I thought it was split.
I thought it was too. It's listed as unanimous.
Okay.
Maybe there was a mistake, but yeah, I could have sworn it was split as well.
Tanner is a ridiculously hard worker in the gym. You know, he loves hitting the weight room. He likes doing all the extra stuff. Now it'll be interesting to see what kind of technique and actual fight skill he's been working on lately.
As you can see in his entourage there, good group of guys: Dan Moret, John Castaneda, Justin Ream.
I'm interested to see how he does with the nerves. I think that's one thing that he's struggled with.
Sure.
But, he's facing a guy here in Randy Braun that has never fought before, and I know he's nervous. I could see in his face. Now, the guys down here, he's from Austin. The guys down here in Austin say he is a tough dude. He swings for the fences, and they've all assured me that I will be impressed with him. So We'll see.
Yeah,
didn't sell many tickets, so I wasn't very happy about that.
Like you said, this is his first fight, so I don't really know what to expect of him. I don't know what he looks like.
I didn't either until yesterday. Just dealt with him on the phone and Facebook, obviously, but
Tanner's got kind of the Dan Moret body going, thin but muscular,
pale.
I still, when I look at him, I still feel like he's a 145er, though.
Well, he's only 19 years old.
Yeah.
He's going to get bigger.
And that's the same with Luke Rudberg, also only 19. So we got some young guys going here today.
Randy Braun making his Triller Promotions debut, his MMA debut. As
Randy Braun, he
plays
plays for the Brewers, right?
He is not the younger
suspended.
brother of Ryan Braun, unfortunately. Or actually, he'd be the older brother. But nevertheless, from Austin, Minnesota, local guy, went to Austin High School, played a little varsity football there. Just began training this year, 2013.
Oh, my. I didn't know he was 30 years old.
30 years old.
Wow.
Stands 5'10". Walks around at about $165, same as Tanner.
I hope he does well.
Yeah, I do too.
He had some
in shape.
He had some things where he was changing gyms there. They didn't like what was going on at his previous place, and but he has been training hard. I know that. Like I said, Andrew Lenway and the crew down in Austin has assured me that we will be impressed with this kid. So.
But, yeah, he said he spent. All right. I assume a local fighter trainer from down here in Austin.
I hope he does well. Like I said, there was some stuff going on with this gym, and I'm just glad he's here tonight.
Yeah, me too.
He does look like he's in shape, and I'm interested to see how he does with the nerves. You never know what you're going to get. The guy can be a world beater in the gym,
right.
But when you step in that cage for the first time, it's a lot different.
Hopefully I'd like to see Tanner loosen up a little bit. His nickname is the Tin Man. There's multiple purposes why, but he is a little stiff in the cage, but that could be the nerves, as you mentioned before.
Sure.
It's got to take a little bit of nerves away when you know you've prepared like he did for this fight.
Yes.
He's known this was his opponent for 3 months.
There's also something that fighters have to, they have to go through is like, for me, if I fight somebody, I have to, think about, okay, this is probably the easiest guy I've went against in, the last 2 to 3 months,
Yeah.
Especially, if you don't have those higher quality training partners, you just got to know, you got to believe in.
In the blue corner, holding a record of 1 win and 1 loss, he's sitting 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 155 pounds. This man. Martial arts, Tanner, the 10-man wall. And his opponent, making his debut He's standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. Weighing in at 155 pounds. He's fighting out of Austin, Minnesota. He's representing home gym, Randy Braun.
All right, so getting ready for the start of our third bout of the evening. Andrew Stewart alongside Ben Fearson and Andre the Diva Tiva. Ryan Braun and Tanner Walsh.
You can tell that Braun doesn't know Randy Braun. You said Ryan. I knew you were going to do it.
Sorry.
He's definitely new to MMA.
Sure.
You can see a lot.
A lot of life experience, though, for Ryan Braun, Randy Braun.
I think we're going to see a knockout here.
You
One
think
way,
so?
one way or the other, yep.
I think it goes to the ground pretty quick.
Make for a heck of a debut for Randy, I'll say that.
Tanner's looking good on the feet.
He's seeing it, though.
Yeah, he is. Tanner Walsh spent a couple weeks this summer training down at Duke Rufus' gym alongside the Pettis brothers. Sort of a baptism by fire.
Nice. He did a good job of not rushing there.
Yeah, cool and composed for Randy Braun here. Not rushing anything.
Nice. He's got a welt already. I don't know when that landed.
Tanner keeping going with the stiff 1-2.
Seems to have Tanner's head kick figured out.
I'm impressed by both guys right now.
Yeah, this is actually a really professional bout. It seems like two guys who've had quite a few bouts when in fact there's only 2 fights between the two.
See Tanner maybe throw like a cross and a hook here.
It was kind of funny. I was just watching Braun when he came out. He didn't know where to go. Like literally. Well, I mean, you're talking about a guy who's never been in the cage and he doesn't have a lot of, a lot of people around him to help.
Right.
He's definitely not scared though. He's staying in there. He's not running. Like to see him maybe throw a little bit.
I think he's playing it smart though. He's getting a feel for what's going on.
Yeah.
At some point, he definitely has to let him go though.
Oh, you're we're gonna be doing it.
Oh, wobbled with that right.
It does take a minute to realize, oh, we're fighting.
I'm in a fight, yeah.
Maybe
I
he's like a Frankie Edgar. Maybe he needs to get dropped once before things really take off.
He's got a little blood coming from the nose now. I don't know if Randy hurt his right hand early in this. He does. Oh, right hand.
Right hand by Tanner Walsh.
He's surviving though.
Oh!
No, he's not.
Big right hand finishes it for Tanner Walsh. What a knockout.
Wow.
And in Randy's defense, he
survived
almost bumped right back up. That was a hellacious right hand landed by
giving money
Tanner
to the
Walsh.
college kid tonight.
Wow.
Boy, yeah, he is gunning for that knockout of the night bonus.
You can't give it to a guy you've rolled with.
And
I've only rolled with him once or twice.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official
Wow.
fighter after parties at Torgie's Live right after the fight.
And people are going to look at this on paper and think that it was a blowout. The guy making his debut just got knocked out cold by the guy with more experience. When in fact, I thought Randy did very well.
I was super impressed.
For a guy who's really not training at a gym, 30 years old, making his amateur debut tonight.
He could have easily turned around and turtled up into a ball.
I agree.
Yeah.
But,
Up to Mike Majuk for the official
Let's
decision.
hear it for our first knockout of the evening.
Second.
Yeah!
If that was a knockout, then the other one was a knockout too.
Agreed. That one was cleaner.
You guys just don't understand MMA.
All right,
It's always been your
ladies
problem.
and gentlemen, After 2 minutes and 16 seconds in the first round, the winner by knockout, Tanner the Timber Walsh.
Strong candidate for that knockout of the night bonus.
Absolutely. Right in front of you too, Andre. It's